Hello viewers, Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. How are we all today? Wherever you are in the world when you're watching this, hello and thank you for tuning in. It's very late in the afternoon here, so this will only be a fairly quick reading. I wanted to take a look at Michael Cohen, the Michael Cohen interview. Cohen has come out and said that he suspects that if Trump loses the election, here's the government, the higher source, the Hierophant, Spirit, letting us know that Spirit's around. If Trump loses the election, Michael Cohen suspects that he will resign his presidency and ask Pence to pardon him. Now, the readings that I've been doing have always shown a resignation. I assumed that was going to be before the election, and the jury is still out there. You know, I'm not conceding that just yet. However, tarot, clairvoyant predictions can change. They can be accurate, but they can take you by surprise because they're referring to something else. So I want to look at that. I want to look at whether or not Trump will resign the presidency if he loses. Let's test Michael Cohen's theory. So, if Donald Trump, Sideshow Don, if he loses the presidency, will he resign and seek a pardon from Mike Pence? I think this is a plan. So we have the Five of Cups as the signifier card, and this is the loss card. It's an insurmountable loss. So this is telling me that he may have a contingency plan, and this could be what it is. Cohen could be absolutely correct, but let's wait and see what the outcome card is. There is loss there. The Five of Cups, there is loss. And he can't see anything to mitigate that loss, although there are two cups there, which could even be a deal, brokering a deal. Let's see what's crossing him. The Page of Pentacles, money, new starts around. This is only one pentacle. So, his money, his financials, loss. Okay, so let's keep going. I'll bring the laptop down and we'll see what else is going to emerge. So they're the two signifier cards. We've got grief and loss, emotional bereftness, and the challenge here is that he has to start again in some way. He has to start again financially, but this always was the card for his tax returns. So the biggest loss for him, if he loses the presidency, he knows that his tax returns, the truth will emerge, and he is absolutely bereft at this. Okay, the Page of Swords as the foundation of the reading, a truth emerging. But this is also the Spy in the Camp, the two cards that indicate a commitment or a deal with Putin, ties with the Kremlin, and his financials have appeared in this card alongside an overwhelming and crushing defeat. Now, the Two of Cups here in the past, commitments, support, two people, a deal, a contract, and it's in the past position. So I'm feeling that they may have already spoken about this. This is like plan whatever it is. It's a secondary plan if he doesn't win. Plan A could be not to concede. Plan B could be to take it through the courts. Plan C, if nothing else works, could be a resignation and a pardon. What's in the sky? This is extreme anxiety, like the swords are hanging over him. I would bet he's not sleeping soundly at night. We can see this anxiety manifest. There's a desperation about those news conferences, which of course are just rallies. What's his base? 38%. It's, if voters turn out in droves, he's not going to win. The Wheel of Fortune, which is an indication of something shifting in his favour. I'm not talking about the election. The question was, if he loses, will he resign and seek a pardon? I do feel there's a pentacle here and a pentacle here. I feel this is around trying to keep, or it is around the tax returns, the financials. This ties with Russia. This is whatever laws he's broken in relation to those matters, that's what he'll be seeking a pardon for. Right now he's carrying this heavy load. He doesn't, the boats were sinking in the lake in Texas, weren't they? It was quite ominous. He is carrying a heavy load. It's like trying to get up the mountain to retain the White House is really heavy going. Now, I haven't confirmed this, but in my last reading, I talked about his campaign funds, that it will emerge that something has occurred with them. I'm getting unconfirmed reports, and I have to confirm them, that there has been some campaign funds that are unaccounted for, or a lot of expenditure that is preventing him from taking out ads at the moment, or wildly spending. It's not just donors turning away. It's kind of like a mismanagement, or even something more than that. I don't want to say misappropriation. I can't confirm this, but let's just look for that. It hasn't come in my news feeds anyway. All right, the King of Wands. Okay, so this is this could even be the Congress. The King of Wands, the law. Okay, the courts. He would be doing it tough before the courts. He knows he will. I asked about a pardon. He's highly anxious. The fear is his shadow foreign policy. So this is definitely a pardon for everything associated with Russia. This is what I feel. And other things as well to do with this shadow foreign policy that has been so prevalent with him throughout his term. Death endings. He's going to end his presidency. This death card doesn't portend very well for him. Let's see what's clarifying. We've got strength here, the strength card, the endings. There will be strength. He will bring forward strength in his ending in some way. Let's see what further clarifies it. The Two of Wands. So where are we now? This is a plan that comes to fruition in time. Two of Wands. I'm going to draw a clarifier. Yeah, defending oneself, and particularly from the Democrats. And the truth, this harsh truth, this rule of law. He is afraid of these connections with Russia coming out. That death card is a bit of a worry. I hope it's not literally. We don't wish this man harm, that sort of harm. But it talks about the ending of his presidency, and that there would be some sort of strength in that end, and a plan that comes to fruition in time. So this death card, will he resign and seek a pardon? My feeling is this is what these cards are telling me, but I'm just going to draw some clarifiers. Show me this death card. Will he resign and seek a pardon? Resign the presidency and seek a pardon. Resign the presidency and seek a pardon. Will he resign a presidency and seek a pardon? Will he resign the presidency and seek a pardon? Okay. So we have, going back to the past, he wants his old life back. The Page of Wands, he will want a new start. I'm thinking this is showing me Yeah, he will. The death card is a resign. This is my Trump resigns card that has been coming forward so much. And yeah, it's a question of time, people. I'm very, very pleased with those clarifiers. There is a plan that matures in time. It is a resignation. It is the ending of his presidency. He will. There is strength, or what he considers a show of strength, in asking for that pardon. He will go wanting to return back to his old life. Okay, so a plan that comes to fruition in time. Where are we now? We are in September, October, November. You could even see him resigning sooner than we expected after the election. So we have the Eight of Wands, things coming forward very, very quickly. We do have this partnership in the past, Putin, I'm thinking, card. And we do have the division, the partisanship will work against him, obstacles and challenges. We do have the Three of Swords and the Tower. Now, at the base of the pack, some have asked, will he, because he is in bad health, what does all this mean? He just has the Tower card. I won't draw on a question, will Trump pass away? I can draw on. I've drawn on his health. His health is not good, but I think with that Eight of Cups there, which is my card for him resigning and walking away with the deal, which I think if you go back to my very early readings, that's what they were saying. I think it's post-election. This is what I'm feeling. When Plan A, Plan B, Plan C doesn't work, they've already made a deal for him to resign and Pence to pardon. So, Michael Cohen, you are dead bang on according to my cards. All right. Let's see how... Let's actually go to Louis DeJoy. I wanted to look at that the other day and I didn't have time. He has now been accused of taking what they call straw donations, where he has, I guess, encouraged, influenced his staff to make donations to the Republican Party. And he has repaid those donations in bonuses. It's illegal. Now, I feel he got this payback in some way for his donations to the Republican Party, for being the man of the moment. Now, I feel he was rewarded financially. This could be through the, I almost said Australia Post, American Post, US Postal Service, awarding contracts to businesses he has financial interests in. That could have been the payback. But Trump has now said if DeJoy has done something illegal, he thinks he should be investigated. If it can be proven that he's done something illegal. Now, when Trump uses those words, it's like, go and try, because my own personal lawyer, the DOJ, William Barr, is not going to allow you to prove anything. So, but it is up to the North Carolina Attorney General, apparently, so we'll see. All right, let's have a look. Will DeJoy, I've always seen him resigning. Someone said, can you do a follow-up reading? I think I did 4 or 5 readings on him prior to his appearances before Congress. Let's see. Will DeJoy undergo a criminal investigation? Will they open a criminal investigation into DeJoy? Will they open a criminal investigation into DeJoy? I'm not feeling it. The Four of Swords, I'm more feeling like he resigns. And they open it up at a later date. We've got the Four of Swords, wounded in battle. This is the way he's feeling now. If you think about who is the scapegoat for what occurred with the Postal Service and any sort of illegality, Michael Cohen was, of course, Trump enabler, made the scapegoat. I do feel DeJoy is feeling like he has been made a scapegoat as well. He's challenged by I do feel his financial interests, the Nine of Pentacles, those Republican parties, fundraising parties. It's wounded him. It's going to make him retreat. So look for a resignation. I feel DeJoy, I think, will stand down and hope that it all goes away. We do have the Empress card here, which is interesting. Abundance. This is also my card for Russia. Let's keep going. Yes, getting help, loans, debts, payouts. Okay, so this is in the past. So I think we will find that this is both giving and receiving help. So this is in the past position. So his past is actually crossing him. What he's done in the past could actually cost him his freedom. What's in the sky or a potential future? The Five of Cups. This is loss here for DeJoy. I think he might one day rue, if he's not already, taking that position at the postal service. This is a big loss for him. He in the immediate future will have to defend himself. So my initial feeling was that they wouldn't open an investigation via Barr, but they could very well do that in North Carolina. They could be forced to. The Five of Wands, this is partisanship, competitiveness, you versus them kind of mentality, obstacles and challenges as well. DeJoy, when Trump said, I think if it can be proven, he should be investigated. Well, that's what an investigation does. It seeks to prove whether someone needs to be charged with something to face a court. I think he's feeling very left out in the cold with this Five of Pentacles. All of a sudden, he's gone from inner sanctum to someone who could likely take the fall for Donald Trump. The hopes and fears, the fear that the plan will emerge. He's also hoping for a new start. Now we've got the Emperor, control, as in the outcome position. Now again, what's Donald Trump seeking to control? The Ten of Pentacles. He's seeking to control his own interests. And we've got the Three of Pentacles, of course, this dark money in politics. So, again, it could be, he could even say to DeJoy, well, I will pardon you anyway. But DeJoy is not happy. He's absolutely overcome because we do have the King of Swords, which is an investigation. I do feel this is the Death card, an ending, a resignation, and we do have the lies here, the lies and the deceit, and we have new starts. So I feel, I'm just going to draw a clarifier, will DeJoy, Trump is going to win this battle. He always does. So he gets people to do his dirty work, and then he comes off having control over something. But this is a very deep relationship between DeJoy and business, Trump business, a plan to get more business. Let's have a look. What's this Death card here? We know what the Seven of Swords are. We know they're the lies. We know this is the investigation. The House Committee has just launched an investigation into DeJoy and the latest allegations and what he's been doing with the Postal Service, his conflict of interests, his business. Show me this Death card. Will he resign? Will he resign? Will DeJoy resign? It's jumped out here, the Tower card. Things are going to get pretty hot in the kitchen for DeJoy. Will DeJoy resign? Will DeJoy resign? So we have the Empress, the Tower card, the Empress. Okay, so, and the Ace of Pentacles. He is going to be caught up. What brings Trump down will also bring DeJoy down. I'm just trying to. Half of these cards are up one way and half in the other, and I've just dropped them. So let's just pull out. The Ace of Pentacles was on the bottom of the pack, and we'll pull out one more clarifier. So we have the Star of Hope, and we have the Moon, Secrets. So he has some sort of connection with Russia, with some sort of strategy that involves Russia. And it is on behalf of Trump. He is working as part of a team to accomplish this strategy to keep Trump in power. But Trump has thrown him to the wolves, and this is how he's feeling at the moment. The Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. Again, he's got that twice. He's lied. And here is the Mercenary, the Man for Hire, and of course we have the Emperor card here and the Death card. So two death cards, two Emperor cards, two Seven of Swords. He's lied on behalf of Trump and others, and he will face a fairly significant cost for that. So I'm feeling the Tower card over the Death card. In the long run, DeJoy is going to face charges for lying to Congress and potentially other things. And he is feeling like he is taking the fall here when Trump said that. So the Death card is an ending because of an investigation. So I feel that he will stand down when even more emerges about his conflicts of interest and about these straw donations. He will have to resign in the longer term. It's not looking good for DeJoy. He will could even lose money with this as well. Like Cohen, he has a lot to lose in doing Trump's bidding. All right, only a short reading for today, and I will be back again with another reading soon. So thank you all for tuning in.